Okay, here we go, round two. So, good morning or afternoon, everybody. So, we are Team Sky Navigator. I'm Ryan Mangra.
I'm Liam Berman.
And we have Owen Reed manning the camera and Aaron Ways manning the live stream. So the four of us are part of Team Sky Navigator, and ultimately our long-term goal is to create a long-dwell platform for stratospheric operations to provide sense and avoid capability to Group 3 and below UAVs. Now, this aircraft is a risk mitigation platform as part of that full-sized aircraft. So essentially what we're testing here is the ability to maintain Starlink connectivity to provide pilot's eye view, otherwise known as FPV, and also ultimately control. We're going to be setting up the control feature later on. However, today you'll just be seeing the live stream. So with that said, this aircraft itself is in direct correlation with the Secretary of Defense's recent memo. So it is filling that need for bolstering the U.S. UAV, specifically small scale and commercial off-the-shelf market. So everything on this aircraft can be bought, like I said, commercial off-the-shelf. A lot of these components were sourced either from Amazon, literally Best Buy, or other hobby shops and such. So on to more of the components. We'll go to Liam.
As you just mentioned, all of our big ticket items are commercial off the shelf, provided graciously by DIU. You can see here what we've got three main integral electronic components for this test specifically. We have our Starlink, we have our USB webcam, and we have our Raspberry Pi. What's happening is the webcam is broadcasting video to the Raspberry Pi, which is then streaming it live over the Starlink up into the low Earth orbit constellation, and then back down into the internet so that you can all watch it. In the future, we're going to be also implementing what's called a PixHawk. It's a flight autonav controller for drones. That will allow us to have control over the UAV over Starlink, as well as also enabling potential operations beyond visual range.
Absolutely. And as Liam mentioned, the Raspberry Pi, the Starlink, obviously that's all commercial off the shelf. Additionally, all the power systems for the aircraft are also entirely commercially off the shelf and powering their own subsystem respectively. The Starlink, the Pi, and the aircraft are all powered by their own subsystems, by their own power systems. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up the aircraft to get ready for flight, and we're gonna put it up for you, show you that live feed view, and show you where $2,000 can get you. Because this aircraft, despite all the cool things we've just told you, is able to be maintained and operated and fought at under $2,000. So commercially off the shelf, low cost, and we're about to show to you real results.
I'm having a hard time lining up the hole.
No, you're good. You want to move it back for you?
Yes, please move it.
Is it good?
I believe so.
Alrighty.
Yep, that screw's going nice in there.
Alright, you get that set up. I am going to get this prepped for flight. Oh, we also want to thank Southcom for all of the guidance and the show appreciation and sponsoring for this project. So, like Liam said, also a special thanks to DIU for sourcing the materials, and we do truly appreciate the both of you dearly.
Also, another thing to mention, if you guys have any questions or things you'd like to comment on, feel free to type into the live chat. We'll be actively responding to any questions. So if you guys have any questions, there might be a small delay, about 30 seconds, but we will get to them if you send a live message chat. So.
Alright, elevator, we got rudder. Is that nose wheel turning? Yeah.
Nose wheel's turning.
There we go. Alright,
we're ready to go.
We're good.
Let me move down the
Alright,
duct
quick
tape.
engine test. Yep, we're good. Alrighty, all systems go. Love to see it. Throttle cut is on. We are safe. Alright, we're going to move the cooling and transition to our ram air scoop.
What's important to note is that while we're all flying out here, this stream is going to be broadcast over Starlink. So while it should be coming through perfectly clear, if we have any unexpected interruptions, it is because we are operating over satellite internet.
So, really quick, this is your captain speaking. What we're going to be doing on this flight today is we're going to be taking off, doing kind of a basic traffic pattern, and we're going to be showing you at different altitudes, at different different pitch angles, different roll angles. You'll see that the Starlink actually maintains connectivity the entire way and keeps our first-person view going. Alrighty. Alright, fasten seatbelt sign is on. Let's go.
Want to take a look at? Are we switching to
Watch your feet, Liam.
Did the pipe turn off immediately? I think the pipe turned off. Ryan!
Yep.
The pipe turned off.
Hold up. Alright, let me restart it really quick. It also looks like the nose wheel is holding up better than expected, so.
Yeah.
Alright, doing a restart.
Yeah. Do you want to explain what you're doing?
Yeah, might as well. If you could bring it over.
It's as far as I can go.
It's back live again.
Oh, it's live?
Yep, it's live.
Interesting. All right, viewers, it's been a while since I've done vlogging, already viewers, what just happened was the Pi cut out on us, the Raspberry Pi. That is the mini computer on board the aircraft, and it has on its own reconnected, and we are now ready for flight. So, as I said, this is your captain speaking. You're expecting a 10-minute flight to your destination, which is exactly where you took off. So we will be going up, and whenever you guys give me the okay.
I think we're good.
Alrighty. In that case, we're going up now.
Is there any way you can shift this back a little bit? All right, so right now Liam and Ryan are getting set up just down over there. The aircraft's just about to get going.
Camera's playing a little bit too fast though.
Sorry.
All right, we've taken off. Yep. So right now you guys are getting video transmission from our aircraft fully via Starlink. It's connecting to the low Earth orbiting satellites, and that's how we're transmitting the data. So the video feed you're receiving is fully from Starlink.
Yeah. So as a demonstration now, Ryan's going to be controlling the aircraft via an RC controller, as Aaron was mentioning. All the video feed that you're seeing, all the data, is coming directly from Starlink. So he's going to be doing a couple passes in the next couple seconds to give you guys a flyby view.
Okay, so as you can see, we're doing a couple of pretty wild maneuvers, and that stream is still coming through nice and crystal clear.
Can you do it because I'm going to be doing the live chat?
I can do a live chat.
Okay.
We've done a number of tests with Starlink, and even though it recommends that you point it always north and keep it nice and static and steady, surprisingly, it will work more or less fine if you just put it on top of a drone. Again, any questions and comments are welcome in the chat if anyone has any.
Yep. I just don't want to become too rocky.
So again, all of our video feed is going through a Starlink. This entire thing is operational anywhere you can get a satellite internet connection, which is almost the entire planet at this point.
Bring it down, right? Yeah. I can do it. All right, so I got a message from Sanjay. Did you guys address that already? So Sanjay's asking, Liam. Sanjay's asking approximately what quality video should work over the Starlink stream.
So that depends on how we're streaming it. If we're streaming it over YouTube, YouTube's very heavy. It's not
You guys,
it's not very bitrate friendly. So unfortunately the stream quality is relatively not high. However, the stream that you're currently watching is in fact over Starlink as well. So I wouldn't say that this is the upper limit of how high the quality can go, but as far as I can tell, I don't think there is one. The drone has landed successfully. It's currently being taxied off the runway. You know, all in all, yet another successful test.
all right. Probably keep the stream going for like another minute or two, just as questions come in with the delay.
Yeah, if the questions come in and then...
Yeah.
It seems to be buffering slightly, some stuttering, but that can all be worked out easily.
Yeah, our current setup is unfortunately still somewhat temporary. This is still just more of a proof of concept and investigating ways for us to expand these subsystems into our full-scale final product, which would be the mini AWACS drone. So what we're doing in Helmsman is a very rough idea of what we could end up with. I have been personally attempting to get the video latency to be dramatically lower than what it currently is, so that we could maybe get real-time FPV control of the drone, and that's coming along smoothly. I estimate I'd probably be able to finish it within the next week. Unfortunately, this test is not delivering you very low latency FPV footage and is instead a more general purpose systems check as well as demonstration. In the future, we may do another demonstration showing off the lower latency video, and after that, most likely we'd be doing IP control, so that we're doing it over the internet rather than via RC like we're currently doing. However, you know, that's not what today's test is about. What today's test is about is, you know, showing off the great work that our teams really put in with the help of DIU and Southcom.
Yeah, this smaller, fully commercial off-the-shelf drone. So initially, it was used as kind of testing a key critical hypotheses of our mini AWACS, and but when the Secretary of Defense released his memo, we actually realized that there could be a true opportunity using this drone as its own sellable subsystem. So that's kind of what we're working towards now. We have the overall mini AWACS project, and this, a newly discovered sellable subsystem. So it's a really cheap, fully aligns with the Secretary of Defense's memo fully, and yeah, there's a real opportunity for this to be used. Yeah, it's very reliable, it's disposable, and yeah, very cheap. Cheaper than a lot of the other options right now. So there's a real future for this right now. Here Ryan is bringing in the our drone, and then it's really competing with China's capabilities right now. And most of the most of the components right now in typical drones are coming from China, and that's the real problem we have. There's not a lot of U.S. manufacturing for smaller drones like this. So, yeah. So there's a real opportunity here.
All systems good? Is it another successful test?
Oh, okay. Catch my breath.
I got another question from Sanjay. Are there issues with traversing large distances as you hop from satellite to satellite? Looking to perhaps a future test case as indicated on your website.
So, we've done some pretty extensive testing with this, both in ground-based vehicles as well as with this drone. Oh, sorry, I'll get in shot. Yeah, I'll put on my sunglasses. The Starlink just simply doesn't tend to disconnect. The way that they've got their framework currently set up, from my understanding, obviously not as a Starlink engineer, but from my understanding, they have multiple satellites connecting to the same receiver at the same time. That way, when one of them phases out, they've still got more that are still broadcasting, and as more come in range of the receiver, those will also be able to take over and also broadcast. So in terms of, disconnecting randomly, us having issues over long distance, we haven't experienced it, and it's been pretty robustly designed to not have that issue.
Yep. And then on the topic of Sky Navigator itself, we do have upcoming tests with our balloon deployment, testing that critical hypothesis. That should be coming in with the next couple weeks as well. So we'll do another similar setup like this. We'll have a live stream showing the balloon, the parafoil deploy off the back of a truck, and the balloons inflate, mimicking closely to what hopefully we're going to be doing with our major Sky Navigator project. So stay tuned.
Absolutely. Was there any? Sorry, a little out of breath. Had to walk the plane back. had a little bit of a thingy happen.
How'd the flight go?
Flight went pretty well.
The flight was smooth.
We had a little bit of turbulence, but overall, that's kind of proves my point. Is that we had a little bit of turbulence. You guys maybe saw that. We wobbled around a little bit, especially after takeoff. What was that?
Talk about the directional.
The what?
What we need to change with that aircraft.
Yeah. So, in terms of the aircraft itself, right now, it's working pretty well. Maintained connection throughout the entire flight, despite all the turbulence that's ever happened to it. And more importantly, that shows that long term, as for our next step, that shows that control is feasible. It shows that despite some turbulence, despite some unexpected banks, hitches, and all that, we can still maintain connection and still maintain control.
All right, we got another question from Philip Borelli. Philip asks, have you tested the data throughput limits you can hit with the Starlink Mini? I'm curious how many video feeds you could theoretically achieve.
I'm not sure how many video streams you could achieve, but from my testing, it maxes out around 20 down. So no, it was 20 up and it was almost 80 down. It really depends though on your location, how the Starlink is oriented, whether there's any obstructions. I don't know how to say this, but the YouTube live stream is extremely hungry for resources and typically takes like somewhere on the realm of almost 10 to 14 up by itself. So probably only 1 or 2 video streams per Starlink would be possible. That's not to say that we are going to be stuck with only doing 1 or 2 live streams, because that is more of a YouTube bandwidth problem rather than it is necessarily a video streaming problem. For example, I was recently testing a video streaming format called WebRTC. That was eating about 4 up from the Raspberry Pi. So in theory with that, I could get 5 streams. It was also lower latency and higher quality than YouTube. So, I mean, it all really just depends on what we're doing.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead? Sorry. Yep. Additionally, we should note that this is separate from that question. One thing that I think I forgot to mention in the beginning was that this aircraft, while being commercial off the shelf, the main issue, and that's kind of what the SecDef was really getting at, is the aircraft itself, along with a lot of the specifically electronic components, are made in China. Now, as for the aircraft, like I said, made in China, unfortunately, a lot of UAVs this scale are going to be. The idea is, in terms of next steps, I told you that we're looking to control the aircraft via commercial off-the-shelf systems. Additionally, our large next step is to make a fully US-made UAV of this size to fulfill the same needs.
Yeah, currently, as Ryan said, all the commercial off-the-shelf drones really that you're going to find are all made in China. A lot of components are in China, and right now, you know, per the SecDef's memo, it's really hard to kind of break into that because if anyone wants to try to buy things, it's all from China. So we're really hoping to change that by making things all in the U.S., rely fully on our infrastructure, and that's the plan moving forward. So that's where we're going.
Absolutely.
And then, as I mentioned, any other questions, just pop it in the live chat. There is a slight delay, but we will get to them. We are actively monitoring the chat.
Absolutely. Any questions about?
Isn't the website too late?
Oh, yeah, that is true. The website, I mean, I assume you all have navigated to the live through there. The website is up. It has a lot of the information specifically pertaining to not just the Helmsman, but I believe they mentioned as well the balloon tests. So definitely go and check that out so you can check our progress.
Yeah, and we're going to be continually updating the website with our progress and things like that. So keep an eye on it. You can really get an idea of what we're doing, where this is going, and yeah, we have high hopes for the future.
And I forgot this, Liam was letting me know too. It's probably good to say the URL. It's just Project SkyNav. So definitely, if you didn't find us through there, find us through there. We'll be doing some cool stuff coming up. All right.
Thank you, Seth.
All right.
Yeah.
So I believe that kind of wraps it up.
It concludes it for now. We'll continue monitoring the live chat as I said, but for the most part, this demo is done for the most part.
And yeah, so thank you to DIU, thank you to Southcom, and thank you to any of our advisors who brought us here. So appreciate all your time. So we'll just keep it open, I guess, in case they send any.
Yeah, we'll just keep the stream going for a little bit. There, like I said, there was a slight delay, so any questions, just send them and we'll get it answered.
Yeah, if you guys will get a front row seat of what teardown process looks like. Well, not teardown process, but turnaround process. Airlines do it pretty fast. Unfortunately, we haven't beaten them yet.
I don't know, we're pretty fast.
We are pretty fast, that is true. We don't have to clean, what, 200 and something seats?
Yeah.
It was buffering slightly.
All right.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's still good.
Where's the big yellow? Where's my big screwdriver at?
The big screwdriver, I think you left it over there. I'll go grab it.
Yeah? Oh, yeah. Did we get that?
Yeah, like 16.
It's still live, correct?
200.
It's still,
Yeah, still live.
yeah, Ryan. Oh, here's the big yellow.